Okay, so I actually probably learned the most in this chapter than a lot of the other chapters. It says karma, which stands for lust and greed in Sanskrit, is a man's internal foe which he has to vanquish. And this is very interesting because I was just thinking the other day, what is the point of ego? Like, how does it help us? And I can't actually think of a reason. Like, yeah, being successful might help us, being, you know, getting a higher position in a company or getting like a title can help us. But how does ego help us? Like, how does I can't think of an evolutionary reason for ego to help us. Being proud of yourself is important as well, but ego specifically, I can't actually think of a reason. If you can, let me know. Um, I can think of things which connect with ego, but I can't think of a specific reason why ego is important. And that's what they say karma stands for lust and greed, and every kind of desire, which is negative. And the lesson is taught that when desire from anger corrupted Vali's mind, desire for like a throne or desire for kingdom or whatever corrupted Sugriva's mind. It tore the family apart. It tore the two brothers apart. They could have easily ruled the kingdom together, but instead one wanted to kill the other and the other wanted to hate the other. So like it doesn't benefit either of them because they both could not rule the kingdom. Kroda is another word which they mentioned. Anger. Anger isn't useful either. So there was Kama and Kroda, which affected those two brothers together. And it really does not help anybody. The other thing I actually really learned from this was, one, the wife of Vali who died, like the wife who of the person who died, Vali was the one who died. For her son Angada, she decided to conceal her anger because to better his life, and because she knew that he was supported by like Ram and Lakshman to, if he tried to overthrow Sugriva, her son would be affected physically or mentally or maybe even killed. So she decided to shut her mouth at that point because her son's health was the matter. That's something I am very bad at currently. If I see something which I don't like, I'm probably going to speak up straight away. But this chapter kind of tells you it's not good to do that because you need to think of the future steps in a chess move, and chess moves before you actually do an action. There's no point in getting random people to be enemies of you or your family. Instead, you can do things by being nice. And that's true for everything in life. You can either get your way by yelling at people, or you can get your way by being nice to people. And she chose, because of her son's safety, to be nice. She also, the other thing is she wanted to die because her husband died, and she wanted the god to kill her because it means more when you have the god killing you. That I find very interesting because in Hinduism they do say that soulmates are forever. We don't have other concepts where like you're only supposed to be loyal until your partner dies, till death. We have the concept of forever, and they often say maybe be together for the next X lifetimes, like 7 lifetimes. They're hoping that after seventh lifetime, they're going to go to heaven. And then, they do believe in reincarnation, and they reach moksha. I guess it's not exactly heaven, it's more peace. But so that's an interesting concept because she wanted to die with her husband, but then she chose, I guess she didn't because she was focused on looking after her son. So she put her son's needs before her own needs to like want to be buried with her husband. Not buried, just basically killed with her husband. We don't have the concept of burial, but I just mean like she wants to go to heaven with her husband together. But she chose to put her son first over herself and her own wants, which I really like because that's very different from a lot of cultures as well, where it's focused on the next generation over your own needs. And your own needs might be, to find another partner. It might be to focus on your own life. It might be to die so that you're with your partner. But no, she decided to look after her son as number one.